What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 1 of the White Noise podcast. My name is Welsh. I'm your co-host alongside your favorite Boston Celtic, Derrick White.
About to have some fun here on this episode. It's our first one, so take it easy on us.
Yes. Be nice in the comment section. I think there's no better place to jump off really than kind of our origin story. For those that may not know the background in our friendship, you want to give it a go, and then I'll tell the truth.
Yeah, we're both from Colorado, both hoops, so obviously seeing each other through the AAU circuit and just against each other in high school. But freshman year, UCCS, we both commit there, and they put us in the same dorm room, apartment building together, and kind of the rest is history from there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he mentioned the apartment. Our University of Colorado Springs, many of you may know it as a cooking school. It's not a cooking school, to set the record straight, but there is a cooking school connection there. So everyone that's called it a cooking school in the past is not totally wrong. The dorms were full when we got there on campus, so they put us with two other of the freshman basketball players in this apartment, along with all the other student athletes, and basically created them into dorms. So at the time, I feel like I had FOMO. I wanted to be in the dorms, walking around with everybody, like walking down to the cafeteria. Same for you?
Yeah, I mean, even looking back on it, I still wish we were in the dorms.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a freshman experience that we never really got because we were in those apartments off campus. But, at the time, I thought it was cool. Maybe off campus, we got an apartment.
Yeah.
Like, this is
We had a
what
kitchen?
you want.
We had a kitchen?
Yeah, like, this is what we want.
We couldn't cook, but we had a kitchen. It was a 2-bedroom apartment. They put 2 players in each in each bedroom. So we had like dorm beds. Everything was the same. We just had a kitchen. We had to take a shuttle to and from campus. We were working out. Our practice was at like 5 a.m. every morning. So we're waking up at the crack of the dawn, driving up to campus. So it was a very unique, freshman year experience. But I would say we got super close. We had the same major, so we were going to class every day together, practice every day together. Kind of like trauma bonding a little bit through freshman year, waking up before the sun is up every day. And a lot of people kind of know your surface level story about your time at UCCS. Walk them through kind of what that freshman year looked like for you from, kind of redshirting and then waking up one day and becoming a starter.
Yeah. So the whole plan all along when I committed there was for me to redshirt my freshman year. And I was totally on board. Like, all right, that's cool. So, I was the only one that knew it. Mm-hmm. Everybody else on the team did not know it until, our first scrimmage. So, even, during the rec center and stuff, I'm like, I'm trying to get better, but, it's still a long way for me to get on the court. And so I used to just take those practices so seriously because I knew that I wasn't going to play in games. And I think that mindset really, set me up to get that call to be a starter because I was just killing in practice.
Killing. It had kind of came out right after we were still in preseason, getting ready to do a preseason scrimmage, and when they said that Derrick was redshirting, everyone was kind of like, "What?
Yeah.
Why?" He was on the second team or whatever in practice, torching people.
Yeah, I even in the summer, I still was doing some things, and I kind of came into my own after high school. So the plan to redshirt, if you watched me in high school, it made complete sense.
Yep.
And so that summer I started coming my own, started doing a little bit more. I couldn't dunk in high school. I had 2 dunks, the last game of the year, and that was it. And then that summer, I'm dunking on people, I'm doing different things. So that's why I was cool with redshirting because I needed time to develop. I needed time to get bigger, get stronger. And so that's why I was cool, but everybody kind of looked at it crazy, because I was playing so well in practice that you're redshirting. And then we had the first scrimmage and first exhibition games, and then I get that call.
One thing about Derrick is he's very he's a very private person in many ways, but when something big is happening, he's not one to go tell the news. And I remember waking up the morning that the news was going to come out to the team, obviously, that they were pulling his red shirt, and he was being weird. You were quiet. You were didn't say a word the whole morning. We thought you were upset about something. We'd obviously just lost 2 preseason games and things weren't going great, but then he was extra quiet, kind of extra to himself. We pull up to practice. It was the most blunt thing. That was Derrick's going from gold team to black team. And then kind of the rest was history. Kind of took off freshman year. We lost, like 15 games by 3 points or less. So,
yeah, I mean, yeah. I went from redshirt to starter to the point guard, and then I led us to a 5-21 record. So definitely a lot of lumps and bruises. I think, I mean, you were starting, maybe we started three freshmen, a sophomore. Like, we were young, and and I remember one story vividly is me and you, we had like really good game, and we killed it the whole game, and end of the game happened, and we were not killing it.
I think you had like 2 charges in the last like 30 seconds. Yeah. Two charges on you. Yeah. 2 of you running people over.
Yeah, that was a problem for me freshman year. And then the coach looks at us next day in film, was like, you two are the reason why we were in the game, and you two are the reason we lost the game. So that was a good bonding experience for us.
Yeah, maybe that trauma bonding I alluded to earlier. But yeah, I mean, freshman year was a dream. We were just figuring things out, growing up together. We were both kind of like late bloomers. So great experience. We went on to become pretty successful, as many of you may know. We played at a really high level at the Division II level. Won a championship, nationally ranked our last couple of years. Derrick broke.
We won a
conference championship. A conference championship. Championship's a championship.
Yeah, we were very. That was a highlight of my life for a while there.
Yeah, that was the first big championship win for kind of the both of us. But yeah, so we went on. I want to ask, because obviously there's a lot more to our story. You ended up going to CU. There's a whole story behind like you transferring and that whole process for you, and then obviously where you're at today. I spent a lot of time with you in San Antonio in the young days. No kids. We were having a blast in the pool, working out, and that's about all we did in San Antonio. But something I want to ask you kind of before we move on in the origin story is, did you feel personally that there was ever a moment where you felt like you're outgrowing, like, okay, I'm ready for the next level, I've outgrown D2?
Honestly, no. In the moment, no. Like, I was I was killing. Like, obviously, like, I knew I was killing, but like there still was not like a part of me like during the season that I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to D1. I mean, looking back on it, when I got to the summer and I like look back on it, I was like, yeah, I just had 37 again in the conference championship, or I averaged like 30 something in the whole tournament, and then I had the 50-point game in the NCAA tournament. I was like, yeah.
Last D2 game ever in the national tournament his junior year. Second to last. Well, we lost the last game, obviously, so we just try to delete that from our memory. Second to last game, drops a 50 burger. Yeah. Just unbelievable.
No, looking back on it, like, that was my best game of my life, and so I was like, yeah, I think I've outgrown D2, and if I want to challenge myself, like, I got to go D1. But if you had to ask me what game, I would say the conference championship game and the first round of the NCAA tournament. I was like, yeah, I'm probably at a different level than this.
Yeah, I remember our junior year, I think we were 17-0 to start, number 2 in the nation, and you were just hawk. You'd just be like a defensive hawk. You wouldn't really guard anybody. You would just guard everybody and either like smack something off the glass or you're just running through passing lanes. I think you have like 6 to 8 points a game just running through passing lanes, like eye level with the rim. You were like 160 pounds, just soaring.
Just floating.
I feel like I might have had my finger on the pulse a little bit earlier than you did. It was Midnight Madness to start our junior year. So UCCS does like the whole thing, you know, we want to do a dunk contest, 3-point contest. We invite all the fans out at midnight on the first legal day to practice in the NCAA. Our coach was big on practicing early in the morning, so his thought was like, let's just practice after Midnight Madness. So time check, we do Midnight Madness, hour and a half, whatever, everybody leaves. Then we get to practicing, and it's pretty light. First practice season, we have a transfer. I'm not going to shout out his name because it's not a flattering story for him.
Shout out Soup, man. Come on.
Okay. Shout out Jay Campbell, man. Jay Campbell. We called him Soup. Great guy. Great human being. He had a relationship with our coach at a previous university. He got hurt, ACL, and then was out for a year. Ended up joining us after like a year off. So he was like a vet. Brought him in to be a locker room guy. Still hoop for sure. Undersized. Came from a D3 to a D2. So again, time check, maybe it's around 2 a.m. We're practicing, we're doing some sort of live action. And Derrick, we're maybe like 30, 45 minutes into practice, and Derrick mixes somebody up at the top of the key, goes down the lane, and he goes off 1 foot, and this was his, if he was getting off his 1 foot at this time, it was floating, right? His knee, and I wish I was exaggerating, I think it might have been like either right in the sternum or right in the lower jaw of Jake Campbell. Jake Campbell was trying to take a charge. Derrick damn near went over him, dunks it from super far out. And this is Division II, right? So, like, we're used to seeing this in the league. We're used to seeing this in some, like, ACC. We're not seeing this in the RMAC in Division II. He does this. One of our assistant coach is a great friend of ours, Alex Snyder, loses his mind, running around the court, blowing his whistle, ends practice right there. 2 a.m, practice is over. Derrick just posterized this newcomer to our team. And I had, like, this inkling. I was like, okay, I knew he had a good summer. We spent some time in the gym. I feel like he's ready for the next step. So
yeah, that was a good. I do remember, like, obviously if you dunk on someone you remember, but to dunk on someone to end practice
at 2 a.m. was the craziest part about it.
It was, especially the first practice. I think it was a good start for
set the tone
the rest of the year.
Yeah, great year. All right, we're gonna get out of the glory days. We can stay in them. You guys will find out about us. We can stay in them all the time, but. I think the journey was really cool as a close friend of his, watching him go up to see you take that year off. He was a great friend to me. He would come down to the Springs, support me. For context, he set the all-time scoring record in 3 years at UCCS, and I beat it in 4. So he actually came down and was at that game cheering me on. So we still spent a lot of time when he was redshirting.
That was dope, though.
That was dope.
It was just to go down there, and my dad was there, and he was giving me a countdown of how many points he was till he beats my record, and like I was just super excited to be there to cheer him on. Like anytime you're an all-time leader, he's all-time leader, rebounder and points at UCCS. So anytime you're an all-time leader at any college, like it's a big deal, and he's trying to make it like light because I did in 3, but nobody's gonna remember that in 20 years, and. He's still got it, so.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We got both our jerseys are retired up there. I think the only 2 men's basketball players. So, yeah, it's special times. But it was very cool because I went on to play over in Europe for a few years, and I got to watch his journey. I guess 2 a.m. is a theme here. I would have to wake up at 2 a.m., whatever, to watch your games. I remember, like, another turning point is obviously it's a wild card transferring up, and I had faith in you. A lot of people had faith in you, but until you really, have action, we're not really sure how it's going to pan out. But I remember I believe it's preseason against Xavier. Big time.
Yeah.
Finished with like 17, hit a couple big threes at the end, and I was watching from Tarnobrzeg, Poland at the time, middle of the night, and it was like another one of those moments for me where I was like, okay, this is exactly what we were hoping for. He looks like the same guy that was just doing this in Division II level last year or 2 years ago. So
yeah. Actually the turning point for my whole Colorado career is the CSU game that we lost.
Mm-hmm.
It killed me. I was like, to lose to CSU, like we should never do. Like they're our little brothers. Sorry, all CSU people. But that killed me. And like I stayed in the locker room after the game. Like all my family were there. Obviously, I was like, all right, y'all can leave. Like I'm gonna stay here and like just getting shots up after the game. And from that moment on, like I think we played Xavier around then. I don't know the exact timeline, but like from that moment on, I just think my ceiling just kept, well, not my ceiling, but like my play just kept rising.
Mm-hmm.
And Xavier was a big game for me. They were ranked. They had Edmund Sumner, Trayvon Blewett. They had a lot of good players, and especially their backcourt. So I was like, this is a big game for me, and see where I'm at. And obviously having a big game, I was like, all right, now let's just keep building.
Yeah, I think it was that first big game on that stage too, right? Obviously, you mentioned they were ranked. They had some names. And then to have that big game, especially kind of like it was a big time theme that a lot of us that have been around you are used to seeing. You have like this knack to be able to take over the game when the time is right, and then to be able to kind of follow through and actually take over the game. And I feel like you really did that against Xavier, which was almost like your coming out party at that level and big stage. Like I said,
I think that was the starting of the Derrick went to a cooking school. I think
yeah,
that's how the whole thing started from there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's been great. And then. Obviously, I think I played my last year, your rookie year in San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
So it's great. It's such a fun experience for me to come back and get out to San Antonio and spend the summer with him here in Denver and just be around someone who's now just continue to elevate and working on their game. At the time, I was doing the same. So it's so good for my career. And no better person who's someone I've known. What do we know each other now? 13 years? We've been tight for 13 years, probably known each other longer.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that's a little bit of our origin story. I don't want to be hung up on the glory days too much, but we've been through it. I said we spent a lot of time in the pool in San Antonio and in the gym. I remember 2020 when everything shut down. I was out there for 2 or 3 weeks. We had a couple other friends out there, and it was like home workouts, and straight to the pool all day. So some fond memories, the young days.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, San Antonio is fun, and honestly, the perfect place to be in.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's perfect, like during COVID.
It's warm.
Weather's nice. We had a pool, and you work out in the morning. Work out in the morning. We run around. We lifted. I mean, you couldn't really play basketball. Anybody could, but like we might dribble around the house or something. Yeah. And then just do whatever we want from that moment on. What everybody else was doing during COVID.
Yeah. We'd earn our afternoon, right? We'd work out for a couple hours in the morning, like in the living room. We'd move everything out the way. We had all the bands. You had a bike. You had a assault bike.
Yeah. I had a little bit of everything. I had what's those dumbbells called? You could change the weight.
The retractables.
Yeah. Had the dumbbells, man. We had the assault bike. We had a whiteboard,
medicine ball, all these yoga mats laid out, and everybody there was working out. Like 5, 6 of us working out. Man, those were the good old days. But yeah, I mean, I guess switching gears a little bit. Let's talk present day. It's still early, right? We're still early summer. Talk to me about your off season. I know we've done some traveling. Not we, but you. Singapore, Bali. Just had a big birthday. Shout out Derrick. Birthday a couple days ago. Talk to me about your off season. I guess we'll start off court first.
Yeah, summer's been good. Obviously, we lost earlier than we expected. So I stayed in Boston for probably 2-3 weeks, which was actually nice because like every time I'm in Boston, like I'm in the season and the weather's not nice, and so just staying in Boston, be able to do some things around the city, spend time with my family around the city, and just trying to seeing what Boston has to offer. Like it's an amazing city, and I feel like I still haven't seen all that I need to see, but I think just spending that time in Boston was amazing for me. And then went back to Colorado for a little bit, and then me and the wife went to Singapore with Basketball Without Borders, which I think was an unbelievable experience. Just seeing the talent out there in Asia and messing around, sharing some insights.
You were coaching a little bit, right?
Yeah, I was me and Ron Norred were coaching, and we were GM, and so you kind of scouting. It's kind of a cool experience that I actually didn't really know all that about, and I had so much fun, and I'm just running around having a great time, and so I did that for I think 5 days, and Singapore is an unbelievable city. I think everybody should check it out if you can. And it's far, but I think you should check it out. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, what was the travel like from Colorado to Singapore?
Yeah, so we went Colorado to San Francisco to Singapore, which was about 20 hours, 21 hours. It was a grind, definitely getting out there and getting back, but I had an amazing time there. My wife had an amazing time there, and I think people should definitely go out there and check it out if you can. And
it's worth the 20-hour travel?
Oh, for sure. I'd go back. I'm going to go back, so yeah, I loved it.
For those of you that have seen Crazy Rich Asians, the hotel with it's like 3 pillars, massive hotel, like right on the water with like almost the boat thing on top. You were there, yeah. You were on top of it.
Yeah, it looked just like in the movie. They got the hotel obviously, and which we weren't staying at the hotel, which I was like, we should have stayed at this hotel. But up top, the infinity pool that looks over the city. They got a little lounge. They got a little rooftop bar. Like it's unbelievable up there, and I was like, man, we should be here nonstop. Like that, we did that my last night there, and I just had a great time.
Singapore off seasons.
Yeah, if it wasn't 20 hours away, I would for sure be there more often.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay, and then Singapore, you went. You guys stopped in Bali on the way back.
Yeah. I mean, when you're out there, you might as well check out Bali. So me and wife went to Bali, and most people stay in South Bali, but we stayed in East Bali, which was super nice, beautiful. The resort was unbelievable. We also did like an East Bali tour, and so we went to like different neighborhoods, like see how things are, these gardens. Like we seen so many beautiful things there, and it was just a great experience. Something for us to kind of relax. Great for our downtime, and we had a lot of fun.
I feel like that trip was kind of also capping off your rest period, right? Every summer you try to take some time. It varies depending on how short or long your summer is, but try to take some time, let all the little things heal. get the body back to normal or as close to normal as you can get it before you get back in the gym. That was kind of like
Yeah,
the end of that period for you.
Yeah, I needed it.
Yeah.
Obviously, like coming up from championship, a gold medal. Last summer, didn't really have much time off for something like that, and so definitely wanted to relax, get away,
Yeah.
and just enjoy it. I mean, I guess in Singapore I was still around basketball, but just kind of get away from basketball and enjoy the little things in life.
We kind of skimmed over, but you talked about like being a little bit of a GM, coaching some guys. You did a little bit of a draft with the Singapore players, or not? They're not Singapore players, but the players that were in Singapore. Your team won it.
Yes, of course we won it. Oh, me and Ron dominated. We got the guys we wanted, and a lot of the little guys that we both liked, like during the scouting process, they actually turned out to be good hoopers. So I mean, I wish the best for every kid that was in that program. Obviously, Basketball Without Borders has many alums that are currently in the NBA, and I mean it's a global game, and it was cool to see the players out there. But yeah, of course we won.
Yeah, I mean we always talk like, I mean the end of your career isn't long. It's as far away as you want it to be. But we're always like, what are you gonna be around the game after? Like it's so hard to tell because it's far out. But this might have like scratched that itch.
Yeah.
You might got a hidden talent there.
Who knows?
People call you a high IQ guy, so I feel like maybe scouting, GM type work.
Yeah, we'll see.
Front office stuff.
It was like a fun experience, and I mean that's the main thing about the NBA. They give you all these experiences that if you want, you could take advantage of, and yeah, it definitely was like, I could definitely see me doing something like this after I'm done. Obviously, I would love to stay around the game, but yeah, it was a lot of fun.
That's dope. Yeah, and then big week. I mean, you came back, got back in the gym a little bit, and then big birthday. Turned 31 this week. Happy birthday, man! We had a good time.
Yeah.
We went out and swung the golf clubs a little bit, and I know it's hot right now. The video of LeBron golfing. I mean, this might be one thing in my life I can say I'm close to LeBron in. Like my skill set in golf is not great. It's a hard sport, LeBron. I'm not talking shit. It's a tough sport.
No, I'm definitely better than LeBron, but I got a lot of work to do, just like you do, and so that's the amazing thing about golf, and we're just at the beginning stages, and
yeah, we're learning. I'm
gonna get some lessons here soon, but had an amazing time.
It was fun.
One of Will Hardy said you could be three things in golf if you're in a group. You could be good, you could be fast, and you can have a good time, and so you got to be at least two of those things. And we definitely checked off the fast and a good time. You got other people in our group that had the good and fast. I don't know how much good time they were having, but
yeah, they become our coaches out there pretty quickly, and I think we frustrate them a little bit. So we brought a lot of extra golf balls. So as soon as it gets in the rough, we don't want to slow them down. We'll drop up by you. So we definitely had the fast checked off.
I think I need to work on most is like keep following the ball after I hit it. I hit it. I'm like, oh, that looks pretty good, and then you like drag up to find the ball, and I was like, I'm not exactly sure where it went.
Yeah. See, I think that I don't know why you just stop watching it. That's just a weird thing that you do. I can't track it. Like I lose it. I'll be dead staring at it, and I'll lose it in the sky. So 95% of the time I have no idea where my ball went. So I'm just more of a drive and drop type of guy.
Yeah. I don't know. If I see it go up in the air, I'm happy. If I see it going kind of straight, I'm happier. And then I just can't control my excitement. So I got to tell everybody about how well I'm doing.
We're mid-celebration, ball's still in the air. We're like, bro, you're not even on the fairway. Like, what are you celebrating about? We had a good time. And then Casa Bonita, okay? So it's a Colorado thing. South Park does an episode about it. The creators of South Park bought it?
Yeah.
Okay. So for context, a couple summers ago, they reopened it. And we had reached out like pretty soft, sent a couple emails like, hey, we'd love to come in. Like, can we get in the door? And it's crazy. You walk up at any time. There's a line out the door. And for context, it's a Mexican restaurant, as I would describe it. And there's like an arcade in there. There's divers. Cliff divers.
Yeah. I mean, if anybody's seen the South Park episode.
It's crazy. Look it up.
People don't even believe that it's a real restaurant.
Yeah.
But, it's something that was around when I was a kid. He used to go to with my mom, my dad, my sister, and then like when South Park bought it, I was like, yes, thank you, like bring it back, because it kind of was going down, but the experience is unbelievable.
It's dope.
You got to check it out. It's like one of a kind.
If you have kids, it's great for kids. They can kind of just run rampant. There's a bunch of stuff for them to do.
Yeah, for
We
sure.
had all the friend group, all the kids, Derrick's niece there, Derrick's whole family. So we tapped off the day with we golfed in the morning. Then
We
went
had
out.
like 30 people there,
Casa
like
Bonita.
nice little Casa Bonita.
Treated us great. Shout out Casa Bonita.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Had us set up.
Shout out South Park. Shout out Casa Bonita. I love you guys.
Yeah, it was a great birthday. All right, cool. So on the court, how we doing? What are we working on? How's the body feeling? I mean, walk us through what your off season looks like in the gym.
Yeah. So I think started probably like 3 weeks ago. Obviously get in the weight room. I gotta get bigger. I gotta be stronger. Gotta be more explosive. I just think that's like the baseline of every NBA player. And then when I get to the court, obviously do keep working on things that I do well, but I think it's a big summer for me to get better on things that I don't do well. I told you that I want to get my Peyton Pritchard bag up.
Yes.
Just things like that. Like, I mean, that's the exciting part about the summer is during the season, whatever the team needs. Like this is about the team, and then off season it's about the player. And it's a big change. It's a big summer for me to get better, to work on a lot of things I got to work on, and I'm excited to get better, and I'm excited for the next year.
Yeah, trying to get the Peyton Pritchard, the Peyton Pritchard handle.
He's unbelievable.
Unbelievable handle. Yeah, shout out PP.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get in the garage here soon.
I know, man.
Right in the summer, I'll be in the garage. Pete.
Yeah, we need to see the concrete have a different color, like the wear on the concrete from dribbling in the same spot.
I don't know if I got like P like that, but I'm working P.
Yeah, we'll check back in on Derrick's garage floor by the end of the summer. But yeah, I feel like also something at this stage in your career. What are we going into year 9?
Yeah, 9.
Is it your golden year? You know, let's say golden birthday. Is it your golden year?
I mean, yeah, I never thought about it like that.
Yeah, that just popped into my head.
I kind of had 2 golden years when I was 4.
Year 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I feel like something
thing,
that's,
but
cool. Yeah, we can make it a thing.
No, I don't think so. But all right.
I've heard a lot of people talk about the stage that you are in your career, right? We're going into year 9. Like, is the perspective of your summer less about adding things and more about refining your bag? Or are you, outside of, tightening the handle and aspiring to be like PP when he comes to dribbling the basketball, is there anything that you're adding to your bag specifically? Or are you more in that, like, maintenance, making sure everything is tight?
Yeah, I think there's always something you can add, especially in the game of basketball. I think that's what makes the game unbelievable. It doesn't matter who you are. Braun, Steph, like I'm sure they got something in their mind that they can add.
Right.
Obviously, you don't want to lose what makes you special, and you don't want to lose the things that you've had success with in the past. But every player has a weakness. Every player has something that the teams are forcing them to do. Yep. And I think the summer is a great time for you to make those mistakes. If you want to kick the ball around, kick the ball around. Like, that's what I think the summer is all about. And just getting better, obviously refining your skills. And, I mean, you don't want to, like we always say, like in the workout, like you don't score no buckets in July. Like it doesn't count. And so just trying to refine things, just trying to push yourself and just be comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yeah, I love that. I've always admired the discipline you have around your summers. Obviously, you have young kids, 2 young sons. And I've thought a lot about the life of an NBA parent and how much time you have to spend away from your family, your children throughout the year. And I think that I've always admired your discipline in the summer to make sure that you're not sacrificing too much time away from them and you're kind of working a little bit around their schedules so that when they're awake or when they're up and it's the middle of the day and you want to go do stuff, like you have that availability and that's what you do. You spend the majority of your summer with your family, which I think is so dope. Walk us through what like a normal-ish, and it's flexible, I get it, it's the summer, but walk us through like a normal-ish day of working out in the summer.
Yeah, obviously having kids and a family changes everything. When I first was in the league, could wake up when I wanted to and kind of stuff like that, but day kind of starts around 6:30, 7, if we're lucky. And just get the kids.
It's so real. We're lucky. It's so real.
Yeah, I hope so. But get the kids, get breakfast, get them changed, that whole ordeal. I feel like the mornings are kind of like my time to be with them and mess around with them, and like let the wife do what she wants to do in the morning. Get the kids, kind of mess around, have fun. Then I go work out. I go lift at 10, 10 to about 11:30. Then I go to the basketball gym, do what I need to do there, however long that takes, and then come back and help them put the kids down, get a nap, and from that point on, just in dad mode and just trying to. Obviously, during the season, it's tough. You're gone a lot. There's a lot of free time, but there's also a lot of times we're just in the hotels, and so you're being away. So it's always nice to be around and just enjoy those little things, especially how young they are now. Those little milestones, and like Dax is starting to talk now, and Henny loves basketball, and so just being around more, and I think that's just the fun part of being a parent, and it's obviously a different challenge than what some people have to deal with, but every parent has a different challenge, so I think that's the dope part about it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's cool. I think that when you can come home and you're done, like you knocked it out, you're done. You can start, your like passive recovery, hang out with the boys, be outside a little bit. It's getting hot here, so.
Yeah, weather's been nice. Weather's been nice out here
nice.
in Colorado.
Yeah, so I've always liked that. I think that you have such great balance in the summer. Again, at this stage of your career, it's all about like adding small things, refining everything, but also taking care of your body. And I think you've been mindful of that these past few years to like really make the most out of your summer from a working out perspective, but also recovery perspective.
Yeah, I'm getting old.
I don't want to say it.
According to people on the X, I'm getting old, and so definitely you got to be more mindful about everything.
For sure, it's all the little things that start to add up. But I think you're doing a great job. And body's feeling good this summer, yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling real good.
Good.
Definitely was great having that time off, and now I'm ready to get better.
For sure. All right, man. Well, we got a lot that we could talk about from an NBA perspective, a hoops perspective. There's a million things going on. But I would love to hear your perspective on KP, Drew, Luke. I know you were close with those guys, great teammates. I'd love to just hear your thoughts on them not going to be around next year, some of your favorite things about them as like locker room guys. They all are very unique personalities, very different from each other, but I would love kind of like the inside scoop on what it was like to be teammates with those guys for a couple of years and obviously win a championship with those guys as well.
Yeah, I think you win a championship with anybody. Like, you just have that special bond that will never be broken, and like you said, all three great guys. Great people to be around, and I can go on and on about everyone, each one of them, but I guess I will.
Why not? Yeah, we'd love to hear it.
Drew, I think I said it before. I was like, Drew kind of allowed me to be me, allowed me to kind of step into my own and do what I do when he could easily. And I would have let him, like, if he was like, I need the ball, I need to do this, like, especially coming in from. He's an all-star. He's a all-defensive. Like, this is Drew Holiday. Everybody knows this. And so for him to kind of be okay being a dunker, let me be the point guard or whatever it might be, and just learn so much from him. And it was unbelievable to be his teammate. Loved having him here. Great guy, great family. Obviously, spent a lot of time with him in the Olympics. And that summer was a lot of fun, just being close with him and his family. And we'll definitely miss him. You can't really replace a Drew Holiday.
Yeah,
KP, he's the best. I always remember him just kissing my head after that layup, and I was like, "What are you doing, KP?" at the time. But like, I was just like, that's just the type of guy that he is. Like, he just wants the best for everybody, and he's just so giving and so. So caring, especially on the court, just has so much fun, just kind of does his own thing, and his swag, his kind of, the things he does, you're just like, yeah, only KP. And
for sure.
Man, I loved having him on the team. Didn't know much about him before we got him.
Right.
And, you spend time with KP, he's as cool as it gets, and he's a unicorn for a reason. Like, nobody can do the things that he do, and obviously game one of the finals to come back and do like that was unbelievable. Like, so many different memories so many times on the court, off the court with KP that we'll definitely miss.
I did have the unique pleasure to hang out with KP quite a few times. Amazing dude. I second everything that you say about him. Just being like in his own lane, super comfortable with his own swag. Like it is one of a kind swag. Like his confidence is like crazy. Just one of the most like optimistic dudes I've ever met. And just obviously I wasn't around him all the time, but every time I was around him, like the best energy. Always wanted to have a good time. Was nice to everybody. Treated everybody like they were his long lost best friend. Like you could be a worker somewhere and he's like chopping it up with them, like having a great time. And he would also, a lot of the times where we would all spend time together off the court, he would bring a lot of his friends out from home. Great people around him too. Really fun friends. So our friend groups got to hang out quite a bit. And yeah, we're going to miss KP for sure. I'm going to miss watching him. I'm definitely going to miss hanging out with him post game and going out and doing things here and there. But yeah, he's a one of a kind for sure.
For sure. I mean, his swag's undefeated.
Undefeated.
So. But yeah, definitely miss him. And then Luke.
Talk about swag, man. We got to talk about Luke.
Yeah, for sure. Luke, man. I'm so happy for him. Like nobody deserved it more than him.
Yeah.
This is a guy that was a two-way, was cut, exhibit 10s. He could have had more money elsewhere than came back with us. And for most of the year, like he was carrying us. He's probably one of the few people that has changed his game from a shooter to a non-shooter.
Bro.
And so like for you to change your game, and especially in the middle of your career, like it's not easy to do. And I mean, I feel like every time he was out there, it just brought the energy. The best teammate you could ever have. The nicest guy. Decent trivia player.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Just kidding. He won the trivia award last year. I don't think he's won it last 2 years. But like just a great guy, great teammate. Cares about you, cares about your family, and great family, great people. And you hate to see him go, but you're just so happy for him to get what he deserves. And I think San Antonio's gonna love him. And
for sure.
Man,
what do you think? What do you think? That was good. What do you think about the role that he's going into in San Antonio? I feel like it's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, he's just gonna go in there and just bring energy. I don't know. They're probably gonna play him and Wemby together, which is gonna be insane.
Gonna be crazy.
This is gonna be absolutely insane. And
crazy.
He's just a guy that knows how to play the game the right way.
Yeah.
You want to play with. He kind of just makes the game easier for you because he's not asking for the ball on the block. He's not asking for any stat. He's not hunting stats, and so I think he's gonna have a fun time in San Antonio, and
be fun to watch. It's gonna be fun to watch. Yeah, I feel like a lot of us in kind of your closer circle, we didn't really realize how many threes he used to shoot. I was looking it up on my way here, and I'm not a massive numbers guy. I can't remember all the way. He used to shoot a lot of threes.
That's all he did.
A lot of threes.
He never went inside a 3-point line.
Yeah.
To just only inside a 3-point line. It's unbelievable.
I think the last game, the second to last game I watched him was, what was that, game 5 in Boston against New York? 5 blocks? What do you have, 5, 7?
Oh, yeah. No, he was unbelievable. Game
Bro,
5.
electric.
Yeah, he changed the game, his energy.
Electric.
But yeah, blocked everything.
Unbelievable.
He just, I'm just so happy for him.
Yeah, I'm happy for him.
We hate to see him leave, but we definitely wish him the best.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird not seeing some of those guys out there. All right, man. Any other hot takes you got? Anything going on in the league that surprised you, caught you off guard? Anything worth talking about? There's so much that you can talk about that saying no is the perfectly valid answer.
Yeah, that's what you gotta love about the NBA. Everything surprised you and nothing surprised you at the same time. Especially nowadays, anybody get traded, and
actually, before we go, one last thing that we should talk about. You want to talk about your getting traded experience?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's getting traded is never easy. I think it probably is easier if in the off season you kind of get time to relax and like figure out. But getting traded in the season is one of the craziest things. that I've had to deal with in my NBA career. You're on a team, you're committed to them, you're trying to do everything you can do to help them win a game, and then one day they're like, all right, you're on the Celtics. So I was hurt, definitely when they traded me. It was kind of like, I think Jakob Pertl came to my room after I got traded, and I'm like, why don't they want me?
Yeah.
That's kind of what it's like. Like, why don't they don't believe in me? Why don't they see their future is with me there? And so I was just like, why don't they want me? Like, I was cool with the rebuild. But obviously getting traded is crazy. My wife was 7 months pregnant. That makes things crazier. I think getting traded to Boston makes it even crazier because the roads make zero sense. You don't know where you're going. Everything is so confusing. And
big difference from San Antonio as a city to a real big city, Boston.
Yeah, San Antonio, everything's 20 minutes away. Boston, you could go 2 miles in 20 minutes. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah. And so I don't really know where I am. I'm new to the team, so I'm trying to fit in. And I think everybody that gets traded kind of has that little growing pains of, where do I belong on the court? What's my role? Obviously, there was unbelievable highs of that season and unbelievable lows, which I'm sure we'll talk about. And
you got traded. I remember there's a lot more context to this story, which again for another day. But you got traded. You flew out that night. You guys were in Atlanta with the Spurs. You're on the road in Atlanta. Then you flew from Atlanta to Boston. You went through your physical, all your checks that day.
Yeah.
And you played that night.
Yeah. So I guess we can tell the whole story.
Yeah.
So we're in Atlanta. Pop walks into the room and is like, we traded you. And I'm like,
shout out Pop. We got Pop up here somewhere.
For real. Shout out Pop. We love that guy. But like, yeah. So Pop calls me and says, what room are you at? I'm like, it's trade deadline. I'm like, oh, where am I going? Knocks on the door. He's like, sits down in my room. Is like, hey, we traded you, and doesn't say anything. I'm like, to where? And he was like, we wouldn't fuck you. We sent you to Boston. So like Boston had Ime, Will. I just played that summer with JT, JB, and Smart, and so like I knew a bunch of people there. He's like, so you're gonna be comfortable. Like they'll kind of bring you along. And I'm like, all right, yeah, that's cool. Like. I think I thought I was like, yeah, I'll fit well there. But it's also like, what do I do?
Yeah.
So he leaves, and people come in and buy. Then my boy, Brendan Bowman, the best guy in the world, he texts me. He's like, you want me to get you a bottle? Like, yes. And so, like, I'm getting calls from everybody, like this, that. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, Will Hardy's like, yeah, we're going to try to figure it out. Like, I'll let you know later. I'm like, all right, cool. So me and B start playing dominoes and drinking. And then like Jakob comes in at the end, like, and so people are like starting to come into the room. So I'm just drinking. And Will's like, oh, we're gonna try to get you on this flight that leaves in like an hour and a half. So like, can you like pack up and go? I'm like, okay, yep. And so at this point I'm lit.
Mm-hmm. Rightfully so.
Yeah, I'm lit. Like I'm going through like with Jakob, with B, like this is crazy. Like why? Like I'm upset that they traded me. But now I'm like trying to get to the airport, barely make my flight.
I remember that you called me from security.
Yeah, I was like,
hood on, sunglasses on, like just finding your way through security. Like, yeah. I'm gonna miss this flight. This is crazy. What is happening?
Yeah, you're trying to figure it all out at once. But yeah, barely make my flight. So I fly from Atlanta to Boston. Will Hardy, love that guy too. Will Hardy picks me up, drives me to the hotel, and then I'm so like this whole time like I'm lit. I'm like, all right, what am I gonna? So the next morning I wake up early because I have to do MRIs. Like, I got to meet the team. I got to meet.
Like, bro, you are so dehydrated. Have you had any water today?
Yeah, when you get traded, like. You meet everybody all at once. You're like, like it's not just the players. Like you meet the front office, you meet the training staff, you meet the strength staff, like you meet the nutrition. Like you meet so many people. You're just like it's like overwhelming. Like just hey, like yeah, good to meet you.
Right.
So we go to shoot around, and then I leave shoot around. I gotta do like 3 MRIs, that they got to send to something so I could pass the physical.
What were they telling you in shoot around? Were they like talking to you? Were they anticipating that you were gonna? They're playing all along. Was he's gonna pass these MRIs and we're gonna play him tonight?
Well, I couldn't do the shoot around.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I had to sit out on the side.
Were they like talking to you about anything? Were they like, this is what's going on here? Nothing.
No.
So you're just watching.
I'm just watching. Just kind of on the side, sitting watching. I think the whole time I'm thinking I'm gonna play that night.
Right.
And so like I'm just watching. The only thing I really remember from that shoot around is Ime has this thing where he calls on a person, you have to break it down. And so he's like, Derrick, break it down. I'm like, work hard on 3, like everybody says. And the whole team boos.
Oh.
And I was
really?
Like, this is like a thing though.
Yeah,
like,
they're just
if you say a boring thing, you're supposed to say like something exciting.
Okay.
Something, I don't know, you can say whatever you want. But they work hard on 3 and they're like, boo! I'm like, what is going, I don't even know where I'm at. Like, my head's hurting. And then so I leave right after that. You got to get like 3 MRIs.
Wait, what'd you say? Did you try again?
No, I just did the work hard and we moved on.
Fuck y'all. Let's go. I'm out.
I don't know what else to say. I was the worst at that. Like I always like,
it's never been your thing.
Please don't pick me, mate, please. But so I do the MRIs and then I get back to the hotel, take like a 20-minute nap. They pick me up. I get to the arena. They're like, we don't know if you can play. Romeo and Josh Richardson, they got to pass their physicals before the trade is complete.
Trade to be complete.
And so, like, if they're not done before 60, then you can't play. So I'm just sitting in the back, just kind of chilling. And Will Hardy comes. He's like, this is coming some of our plays. And a lot of the concepts are stuff that we did in San Antonio. So that was pretty simple to pick up. It's just the names were different. But then the trade got cleared. I went and shot. Like, the crowd like standed up when I went out there, which obviously Boston's the best crowd in the NBA. And so then I'm like getting a little bit excited. We're playing the Nuggets, my hometown team. It's like kind of like written. And then the first time I checked in, standing ovation. I'm like, oh, this is where I'm supposed to be at. Played really well that game.
Yeah.
Kind of helped us win the game.
Yeah.
And it was fun. But the entire time during that game, I don't know what we're doing. And so they'd call a play, and I would just look at Will Harden. He'd be like yelling, like, what it was in San Antonio, where I'm supposed to be at. And so like it was just kind of like I was just hooping. Like I told someone, I was like, I don't know, I was just hooping off vibes. Like I didn't really know what was going on, but I was just out there.
Man. I remember watching you like it would be a change of possession, and you run down the floor to the offensive end, and you'd be like looking at the bench like. And they just get in the corner, go in the corner.
Yeah, I was trying to just stay in the corner, so I was out of the way.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like, I was in actions, and I was like, what is going on?
That was dope. I remember that game.
It was a crazy
experience. 24
hours or whatever it was.
There's good friends of ours, the Eubankses, Drew Eubanks. Shout out Drew and Haley.
Giving a lot of shout-outs today.
A lot of shout-outs. It's kind of fun.
It's our first day, so we got to shout them all out.
I just feel like I don't get many shout-outs, so I just feel like I should pay it forward, and maybe I'll get some more in the future. But Drew got traded that day. And it was kind of a thing. We knew Drew was getting traded. And I remember texting you in the morning, and I'll find the text. We can put them up on the screen or whatever. And something along the lines of like, man, Drew, you think they'll trade you? And you're like, nah, I don't think so.
Not this year.
And then the text thread is like an hour or two goes by, and you're like, damn, they just traded me. Like the most surreal thing. And I just remember like, obviously there's a lot of emotions up front, and then as it all settled and things fell into place, I remember you talked to me a lot about like the conversation that Pop had with you in the room about how like heartfelt it was. And I mean, everybody has an example like this about Pop because that's just who he is. But I just remember him saying like, this is not a situation, we wouldn't have sent you somewhere where it's not a good fit and you can't be successful. Like we kept that in mind when we were negotiating and making this deal. So super dope.
Yeah.
It worked out great.
No, for sure.
Champ.
For sure. But yeah, like, I think a lot of people have, especially nowadays, they find out online or they find out, like their boy texts them. Pop made it like so that he told me. Mm-hmm. Like he called me, he went to my room, like he sat down in my room, and like him doing that was amazing. And like you hear the stories of Pop, he's unbelievable. Like just how much he cares about you, how much he cares about your family. Like he's unbelievable. And so like I would not be here without being like I don't know if I'd still be playing without Pop and like just learning from him and like him giving me confidence was unbelievable for my career because he's the greatest coach of all time and
hearing that from him carries
like,
so much weight.
Yeah, he believes in me. Like, I might be able to play a little bit in this league because I did not think I could. Like as a rookie, like you get drafted, you're like, oh yeah, like, but then like you see everybody, you're like, oh, this is like another level. But like he believes in me. Maybe I should believe in myself. And kind of it took some time, but I definitely got there. And so Pop is unbelievable. I'm sure I got so many stories to tell about Pop, but I thought it was amazing that he came to my room and he told me, and then obviously two that he's gonna look out for me in my career and not send me to
fill in the blank
a bad spot.
fill in the blank. You know, like yeah.
But
how long do you think that conversation was when he came to your room?
Probably like 5 minutes. Like, I really just remember the beginning because after that, your, like, mind is racing.
I'm just picturing you not having a lot to say.
Yeah, because you're just kind of like...
For sure.
But then he's like, we wish you the best. Like, we loved having you here. But, yeah, my mind is just like...
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think just hearing from him, like, looking back on it, I'm thankful for that. I hated at the moment that he traded me, but... I told Jay, so we played San Antonio this year, and JT's like, "You think this is a revenge game for you?" And I'm like, "It's more like a thank you game."
Yeah, it's dope. That's
turned out to be a great thing for me in my career, and I love my time in San Antonio, and I love my time in Boston, obviously.
They showed a lot of love to you. You first came back as a Celtic.
Yeah.
You had a nice crew. A lot of your family went out. My wife and I went out, and they showed a lot of love. It was dope.
Getting in that
little
tribute video.
It's fire. It's cool.
It was great.
It's a good
crowd. The crowd in San Antonio has always been great to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a great time my 4.5 years there, and
it's crazy.
I still love going back there and playing out there.
Yeah, it was fun. All right, man. I think that's about it from us tonight. Looking forward to the next one. I feel like we cracked a can of worms on a lot of things and have a lot of fun stuff to talk about, but we shook the dust off.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
We'll get better.
Yeah, we'll get better. Be nice to us.
We're working just like everybody else.
Yep.
No, but it was fun. Like you said earlier, like shoot us what you guys want us to talk about.
Yeah.
We got a lot of stories. We got been best friends for years, so we got a lot of going on. And
I'll give you guys the insight on young Derrick. He's a funny guy.
Shy guy.
I
still am. But yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Peace.